Hey everybody, Grayson here from PokeProfit, Cardboard Kingpin episode 8. In the back half of this video, we're going to do the specialty set ETB update for the Esfera and Ascended Hero. So a lot of value in this video in the back end. Before we get into everything, I want to give a shout out to today's video sponsor. It is, of course, the Arcane Archive on eBay. Over 12,000 items sold, 100% positive feedback. They're going to be your one-stop shop for everything Pokemon, One Piece, Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh, and a couple other TCGs. Buy it nows and auctions. I'm going to highlight a couple for you guys. The Mewtwo V-Star PSA 10, $610 currently. Seems a little bit cheap, a little bit less than 4 days there to go. Also a Prismatic ETB case 1675, currently under market. They're also always buying collections, guys. So if you want to take profits, doesn't matter what game it's in, reach out to them on Instagram. I highly recommend them. They'll offer fair prices, very easy to deal with. And with all that said, thank you to the Arcane Archive for sponsoring the video. Now hopping in to episode 8 of Cardboard Kingpin. This is a big day, big deal, in my opinion. The portfolio, and if you guys don't know what the series is, this is me just being fully transparent. Everything I buy, everything I sell, the reasons why, and just tracking my journey towards the ultimate goal of having 7 figures Canadian invested in TCGs. So last month's value, 392.5K, more or less. This current update that I'm doing today, $421,981.77, almost 42.2% of the way to the ultimate goal. I have $141,000 invested into all the inventory that I'm going to show you guys in this video. That gives an ROI of 199%. We're probably going to have better metrics. About once a year, I'll throw in the better metrics. I'm a little bit lazy right now. We might actually build something into TCG Quant in the future to have everything in one place. So I'm really looking forward to that. But not a lot of buying and selling this month, which I kind of expected. Even the Prismatic booster bundles that I got in, which I paid a little bit over 2,300 Canadian for, which, by the way, if you guys are looking in column D, average price is in Canadian, average price in USD is column E. I added that in for you guys. So I bought these actually last month, and I got them about 2 days after I uploaded episode 7. I don't include things until they're in my possession, just in case things get canceled, lost in the mail, etc. But I'm happy with my Prismatic position now. Riftbound Origins, I did buy a case of booster boxes after this latest reprint. I figured, if I'm paying like 150 USD a box, it's kind of difficult to be losing at that point. So I have a little bit more exposure to Riftbound now. Prismatic, I have enough of this. And the other thing I purchased, Blackbolt, I picked up an ETB case, which it's still in a buy setup, by the way. I paid, what did I pay? $14.56 USD, more or less. So around $145 an ETB inside a case. I think on TCG Player, they're selling $1,600 or $1,700 now. Loose CTB is going into the 170s. Doesn't shock me. And again, back half of the video, we'll get into this for every specialty set, but there is not that much supply out there for Blackbolt. So very happy to pick that up. I'm happy with my position now in Blackbolt currently. And the only thing I actually sold this month, which I don't really even consider that I sold it, was an EBO2 booster box case. I actually split this with my friend. They hit a fairly large life milestone and they wanted to celebrate. So I sold them half the case at cost. So no profit there, but we got to open some booster boxes, which was a ton of fun. We're grading the Prona Gold Leader, which is the one we pulled. So no massive Luffy Gold Leader, Luffy manga. It is what it is, but it was a ton of fun. And even with everything we pulled, we're probably still going to get like 3 or 4K out of the case. So definitely not complaining, but probably not going to ever be doing that again. Once in a lifetime sort of thing there. I think next month, the goal for me, now, I have purchased an EBO1 Gundam case, so this will be showing up more than likely in next month's video. But outside of this, I don't really see any crazy value in Pokemon right now, with the fact that Prismatic, obviously the booster bundles are getting quite expensive. The ETBs are running back up to like 180, 185 on TCG Player. Black Bolt's pushing 170, 175 now. White Flare's 150. It just doesn't seem like there's a great place to be putting my money. Even Ascended Heroes, 180 for how new of a set it is. I don't feel great about that. I'm looking at Gundam, right? I'm going to build a very small position in that. I'm not planning to go super heavy. I don't know a ton about the game, but it's Bandai. When you think about Dragon Ball, how that's popped off, Union Arena's done well. EBO1 apparently is going to have a very small print run. GDO5 is also going to be the anniversary set. It's going to have 5 LR++, which I don't think is something that Gundam's done so far. Just the fact that, Alex bought the World Championship card, 650K. There are a lot more eyes on it right now, so I'm willing to speculate a little bit. It's never going to be a very large position for me. That's really all I wanted to say in terms of the update, what I've been buying, what I've been selling. If you're new to the series, I recommend going back and just watching all the videos, but I'll show you guys right now everything that I own. You can pause the video at any time to look at the prices and what I paid, but here are the ETBs, the booster boxes. I still have a ton of my Sword and Shield, decent amount of Surging and Paldea, booster bundles, a ton of Lost Origin, Crown Zenith, 151, Prismatic, and of course Ascended Heroes having those booster bundle displays, which by the way, I'm actually contemplating selling a couple of those. So if you're interested, reach out to me. Some miscellaneous stuff, my SPCs, UPCs, One Piece boxes, still have a decent amount of those. And then alternate TCGs, we do have a Demon Slayer box, which I don't include in these videos just because I can't track it in Shiny. It would be a little bit of a pain, but I paid $89 US. I think they're going for like 280 US at this point. So incredible return on that box. And before we get into the specialty set ETB update, if you guys enjoy these videos, I'd really appreciate if you leave a like on them. Helps out a ton, getting these videos pushed out to more people. Thank you guys for the support. If you want to work with me this year, links is always in the description, the mentorship program, consultation calls, and even TCG Quant. There will be a link to that. So hopping over here and starting with, we'll go all the way back to 151. So this is for the Esfera and Ascended Heroes now that we're tracking. 151 ETBs were down to around 600 bucks. At one point, these were pushing almost $700 on TCG Player. If we look at supply, there are a lot of ETBs on the market still, guys. More this update compared to last update by just a few. Now, I will say there were a few more selling this update compared to last update, which is a good sign. I don't think these are going to get much cheaper. I mean, maybe they get down to like 550, 575. Even that seems unlikely towards 550. I can't imagine these will get down to like 500 bucks just based on sales volume already starting to tick up, but we'll see what happens there. So it's still a solid long-term hold, generational hold according to TCG Quant, but right now might not be the best time to pick up 151. You probably should have done that a while ago, honestly. Paldea Fates, surprisingly, is actually in a buy setup. Now, these regular ETBs have dropped a ton on TCG Player. At one point, they were going for almost $570. They're now going for $477. On the supply front of things, we've actually seen a drop. Part of that probably has to do with market price coming down. So listings that were once captured aren't being captured anymore. But sales volume, we went from 21 units in 14 days, so 1.5 per day, up to 31 in a 14-day period. That's a little bit over 2 ETBs selling per day. I think if you guys really wanted exposure to Paldea Fates ETBs, now is probably a decent time to be picking them up. I don't think they're going to get much cheaper than what they currently are. And according to TCG Quant, it's still a really strong long-term hold. You have a lot of this still being graded. You have solid chase cards. I mean, looking at PSA submissions, over 1,200 cards being graded on a weekly basis still from that set. So decent time to be picking up Paldea Fates. Shrouded Fable regular ETBs, neutral buy signal right now. Market price has been coming down a little bit over the past couple weeks. In terms of supply, about the same as last update, but a lot less of this selling. Only 25 units in 14 days, less than 2 per day. The update prior, 49 units, which was almost 3 per day. The update before that, 69 units. So a lot of it was selling back in late April and throughout May, but now in June, not as much of this Shrouded Fable. Moving, top 10 value, $537. Total set value is not even at $1,000 right now. I understand people have done very well on Shrouded. If you pick these up at like $30 in ETB, in hindsight, that was kind of a no-brainer. You really had like no downside risk at that point. And you have some decent illustration rares in here. The better play would have been just buying the Kingdra and Greninja boxes, and those promos have just skyrocketed. But if you have a ton of Shrouded at this point, I would consider moving some of this inventory and maybe rotate it into something newer. Now, Prismatic Evolutions, there's still a ton of supply of Prismatic on the market. When we look at eBay, 2,415 boxes listed below a 20% move from market price. Almost 1,200 sold in a 14-day window, so over 80 per day. That is insane demand. It's actually higher than last update when these were $153 an ETB. So a lot of eyes on Prismatic at this point. I think there were a couple rumors going around, which maybe they're true, about Pokemon kind of waving the white flag on Prismatic at this point. It almost makes sense. Like the amount of ETBs we've gotten, booster bundles, the pouches, everything else. Like there's a ton of Prismatic on the market. I do think it's going to take a while for this to get chewed through. I don't think these are going to jump to like 225, 250 overnight. But when we get to April of next year, I mean, who knows what Prismatic's going to be looking like. I wouldn't be shocked if it follows a fairly similar trend, at least in loose pack price, to something like 151. So Prismatic, I think you have a week or two, maybe even more time than that, honestly, to find solid deals on this product. I don't think it's a race to be loading up on Prismatic in this moment. Blackbolt and White Flare. I guess we can start with White Flare. It's the first one that shows up. Normally we go Blackbolt first, but whatever. In terms of demand, there's a lot less of this moving, which to me makes sense. I mean, when the ETB was $100, we were seeing like 30 of these sell on a daily basis. Now that these are 150 bucks on TCG Player, 204 units in a 14-day period on eBay, that's still not bad. I mean, that's what, like about 14, 15 per day, but nowhere near the 30 we were seeing. In terms of supply, a little bit more than last update, but market price was also up, so not really a big deal there. I don't think that you have to jump into White Flare at this point. If you bought it like $80, $90, amazing. Now that it's 150, I don't think that it's that good of value compared to where it was. Same thing with Black Bolt. This is still in a buy setup, which is interesting. And I do think these could keep pushing towards 180, 185 on TCG Player. That wouldn't shock me. Just looking at demand, it is also coming down like White Flare, but there is not a ton of supply on the market. 106 ETBs below a 20% move. There's more selling than there is listed below that 20% leg up. So it gives me hope that these will keep moving. Maybe that's not the right word to use, but I wouldn't be shocked if they continue running. Now, I don't think they're going to get to $200 by the end of the month or anything crazy like that. Also don't think they're the best value. Now that's $170, $175. Kind of the same thing with what I was saying about White Flare. If you're buying them at 80, 90, 100 bucks, great. Now that they're in this range, I think they're fairly rated. I think a lot of those gains that you're going to see over the next 12 months already caked in to this market price. With that said, I still love the set. I think long-term it's going to do very well. You have incredible depth in a set like Black Bolt. Long-term score, I think this will go up over time as we start to see a little bit more destruction momentum there, but very, very deep chase cards. And a lot of this is being graded. I mean, we are already starting to trend downwards, but 1,800 cards, 1,700 cards per week headed to PSA coming back out. So that is a good sign, in my opinion. The final set of the video, Ascended Heroes. A lot of this is still moving, which to me is great to see. It's something that I didn't expect it to be this high when I did this update. 1,095 units in a 14-day period. There's a decent amount still on the market, 1,656 units below a 20% move. We're going to be in this range for a while. I don't think that the ETB price is going to drop unless we get more on the market. I also don't think it's going to jump up to $200, $250. It's going to be in this 180 range. And again, this is where the conversation about opportunity cost comes into play. Is this something you need to be buying right now? In my opinion, probably not. I would be waiting to see if Sam's Club, Costco, if they get loose ETBs, if they get more premium collections, or maybe a UPC comes out or something like that, load up then. That's what I did with Prismatic. My buy cost, if we jump back over to the sheet here, I'll show you guys. Prismatic Evolutions ETBs, I'm under $100 in terms of buy costs, and I have 112 of these now. So I wasn't paying 140, 150 in ETB. If you guys are paying 140, 150 in ETB for Ascended, I would be worried over the next year you're not going to see a lot of returns. And if you're fine with that, if you just want to buy the best set, you want to make sure that it's going to be something people want in the future, then okay, buy Ascended Heroes. But I think there's probably going to be better places to put your money over the next, 6, 12, 18 months. But that is all I want to get to in this video. You guys let me know in the comments down below what you think. We'll be back next month to do episode 9, month after that to do episode 10, and we'll do it every single month until we ultimately hit the goal, or maybe the goal will change, who knows. But with all that said, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're watching this on Sunday, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Stay safe wherever you guys are in the world, and I'll catch you in the next one.